I feel so much better today, and honestly, it's probably because I didn't start my day off getting screamed at by my ex-husband. You know, that helps a lot. It helps a lot when you don't get bitched at as soon as you're opening your eyes. As soon as you open your eyes? What the fuck, bitch? I have so much shit I have to do today, and like, I have to suck it the fuck up. I have to suck it the fuck up and try to do it by myself. That makes my head feel like it's gonna explode. What is that? My fucking blood pressure? Piercing update, a little puffy, but not bad. Still doesn't hurt. Could still bruise. Could still get puffier. Could still hurt. I will say I'm pleasantly surprised and super happy about how easy it is to care for. I thought that it was going to be hell to care for it. It really has not been bad at all. And I'm kind of finally starting to get used to and not fear. Like, the first time that I ate, like, solid food with it in, and I bit down, and I felt it click against my teeth, just this fear rose up in me. What if I snag my tooth on it and yank it, or tug it, or whatever, you know? That fear is slowly going away. Now I'm just like, it'll be all right. I didn't even know where I lived had cab service, because every time I've ever tried to call a cab, the bitches don't pick up. Maybe I'm blacklisted from my good old days. I've had the same number for 10 fucking years. I have a lot of stuff I have to do today, and I'm supposed to go drop off some paperwork, and I forgot it. So I'm gonna go to my appointment, and then when my appointment is over, I'm thinking, like, I don't know if I'm going to see if Epps is awake and if he'll go with me. Because literally all I have to do is walk up to a building and, like, stick a paper through a slot. And that's it. I might see if he's awake and wants to go with me. Or I might just leave him alone, because I like him to be able to sleep as much as possible. Anyway, there's these old people talking about me. Probably. They're definitely looking at me. They're walking over to the Senior Citizens Activity Center. Anyways, I gotta go because I parked a little bit far away from my appointment on purpose so that I could get some steps in. Boy, for now. For now. Since the age of 18, I have been trying to separate myself from my family. I have been trying to get as far away as I can from my family. I want them to know as little about me and what is going on in my life as possible. They are the reason that I am in therapy. They are the reason that I take 6 different psychiatric medications. They are the reason that I am schizoaffective. They are the reason that I am emotionally unstable. They traumatized me to the point that I have lost my life to mental illness. Yes, I am alive, but I will never live a full life because of my mental illness. So I have spent the entirety of my adult life just trying to stay away from them, get away from them, be away from them. And I'm leaving my appointment, and I look down at my phone, and I have a notification telling me that my cousin has followed me on Instagram. First cousin has followed me on Instagram. That shouldn't bother me, except for it's one of the people that I am trying to vastly separate myself from. Like, if I wanted people who knew me, because they don't know me. They knew me as a child, but they don't know adult me. You've never met my kids. You don't text me. You don't call me. You don't have my number. You know? I already said that. I've spent my entire adult life trying to separate myself from these people. If I wanted you people to find me on social media, I would have more than my public figure name. I would have a Facebook. I would have a personal Instagram. But I don't. Because all of my social media is dedicated to me being a public figure. I don't even have a personal Facebook. there's like this thing, it's like this small town issue where everybody has nothing better to do than to heavy breathe over their cell phone, looking at other people's lives. And in my case, I have dragged my family up, down, and fucking sideways all over TikTok to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views. I have had TikToks about my family go viral. And it got, like, it was hilarious. When I went to my grandmother's on Christmas, half of the people there wouldn't even look at me. Because they knew that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, heard me talk about what they did. And I don't care. Because I fully and completely believe if you don't want people to say bad things about you, you shouldn't do bad things. You know, you don't want people to tell the story of the shitty thing that you did to them, then don't do shitty things to people. Though I do know that people who were mean to people prior to social media, especially things like TikTok, are probably shitting a brick right now. They probably are shitting a brick right now because it takes, 30 seconds to set up a TikTok account and for your kid to get online and tell everybody what you did to them now that they're older. Anyways, my social media is not for my family. And I don't have any friends other than my husband. It's not for my family. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want anything to do with them. And everybody looks at me like it's weird when people don't have friends. It's weird when people don't have family. I don't have friends because everybody that I've ever been friends with has severely used me. Or they have been severely addicted to some sort of substance. Why can't I say that word? Some sort of something that dictates their life. And I can't be a part of that. In order for me to stay sober and stay alive, I have to stay around people that do not behave that way. And I don't have anything to do with my family because if they were not abusive, they were sitting back and they were allowing the abuse to happen. I spent hours, and I do mean like 4 hours, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours crying, and feeling like everything was the end of the world. The end is not near, the end is now. Now is the end. Let my ass go in peace. Call me Whitney fucking Houston. I have nothing. And then it hit me. I hadn't had anything to eat since I ate a yogurt at 8:30 in the morning. I love forgetting to eat and having my brain release stress hormones that make me feel like I could rip out my teeth. Cheers. I cannot find my fucking tripod anywhere. So you're propped up on my purse, and I think you might be crooked. Am I crooked? It's all right-ish, right? I mean, it's fucking better than it was, right? Listen, I tried to find my tripod. I cannot find it anywhere. I wish I could put on makeup. I'm scared to, though. I'm scared to. My lip is healing entirely too well, and I feel as if I push it, I'm going to do something that's going to screw it up. I'm going to do something that's going to hurt it, and I will eat those fucking words. Oh, it's healing great. I will eat those words if I wear makeup. I just know it. With my whole fucking head, heart, and ass. I know it. So if you know anything about my lore, you know that I love me a good creepy doll. My bedroom's basically hoarded up with creepy dolls. My plan is to nail them all to the wall and leave them there so that when Epps and I grow old and die, my house can become a local legend. People will break in here to look at my dolls. And yeah, that's what I want. That's pretty much what I want. I just want to be the creepy river witch with a house full of dolls. I'm trying to become a fucking local legend here. Okay, that's all I want out of life. After I die, I want to be a scary story. Anyways, Epps totally and completely enables my addiction to creepy dolls. It's really funny to me because my bedroom is hoarded up with dolls. And every time we catch a voice in this room, because, you know, if you know another part of my lore, we catch creepy fucking voices in videos all the time. Sometimes I tag them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just see if you guys will catch them and say something in the comments. But every time that we have caught a voice in this room, it is always a female voice. And now, am I saying that all dolls are females and only females can be dolls? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying all the dolls that I have probably belong to girls or women, and all that I ever catch in this room, casually and not on purpose, are women or girls, little girls. So I wanted to show you. There's a fucking gnat in this room. There is a gnat in this room. And it is March 9th. You better not be in here laying babies. You also better not be the first of one baby to being birthed in my pipes in my bathroom. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So Epps totally and completely supports me hoarding dolls that we find at thrift stores, even though at one point in time we picked one up that was so bad it made the air in this bedroom feel heavy and static. If you came in here, the air instantly felt heavy. You could feel it on your body and it made you feel sick. This doll was making us sick. We had to get rid of it, and within a day it felt completely better in here, even though we've had that incident happen. That to the side, I'll show you some dolls that he got from me today. He got me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. 5 that I can see. Only one of them gives me weird vibes thus far. Now listen, the doll that I bought that I had to wrap up and ship out because it fucking was making the air, it was filling the air with, with bad energy. It didn't give me any kind of vibes for like a week. And then all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere. Anyways, I'll show you guys some of the dolls that he got me today at the thrift store. So this is the first one. I think she's a little praying doll. She's still in her box. She'll probably stay in her box. She doesn't give me any kind of weird energy yet. That's the key word there. And then we have her. He picked all these out by himself. He did so well. You did great, sweetie. Look at her. Soulless. Girl, are you all right? Just kidding. Wouldn't that be funny? No, it wouldn't. He got me her. She looks like a couple other of my dolls that I have that have like auburn hair and little green dresses. I'm actually staring at one right now. Hey girl, how are ya? And then he got me this little tiny baby. This little tiny sleepy baby. Very cute. This one doesn't give me bad energy. However, this next one does. This next one, I swear to God, every time I look at her, her face looks a little bit different. And her eye, I have not looked at her dead on yet, but from the side, her eye looks a little funky. So I'm going to pick her up and we're going to see what happens. She gives me vibes. Do I know if they're good? Do I know if they're bad? No, I don't. I just know she gives me some kind of vibes. And honestly, she's a doll. She shouldn't give me any kind of vibes. So let's be fucking for real here. Okay. Oh. Now from the side, her eye looks black. She has a diaper on. Somebody loved her. She's very fragile, but I swear to God, her eyes from the side, one of them looks black. And I swear every time I have looked at her, she's smiling a little more or a little less. She's big though, and look, her legs, Somebody really loved her, though. They put a little diaper on her. Well, now you can sit in my house and fill it full of bad energy. I can feel it already. Honestly, for being perfectly fucking honest here, I can feel it already. Let's talk about the fact that I said earlier in this video that people in small towns have nothing better to do than to butt their nose in other people's business. And put that to the side. Okay, let's put that to the side right about now, because I am a regular, smegular, degular human being. Okay? I'm not a famous person. I am a public figure, but I'm not a famous person that has like people around me signing NDAs. So that's what this is about. So you guys know that show Ghost Adventures. There is a bunch of people that have worked for and with Zach. Is it Zach Baggins or Zach Bagans? Just Zach. Their NDAs are up, including but not limited to Nick. And they're all going to start talking. There is a guy on TikTok who has already started talking, and he's made 4 TikToks so far, just like telling his total and complete history with Zach, how he met him, you know, how he's worked with him, and he's got receipts. Like, this is an actual thing. And Nick said on Twitter, which I don't use Twitter anymore, but I've seen people post about it on TikTok. Nick said he has a lot to say, and he's going to say it. We're ignoring the fact that I said that I want people to stay out of my business. I don't make people sign NDAs because I have a bloated ego. And that's basically what they're all saying is so far, is that he was this guy that I found on TikTok. His name is Haunted Hikes. The word haunted, no space, hikes, Hikes. That's it. No spaces, no nothing special. All lowercase. He's talking about how when he first met Zach, he was a total dork. He was a DJ at a wedding. That's how he met Aaron and Nick. And he was a total dork, and all he ever wanted to do in life was be famous. And how his fame has gotten to... No? Hello? And how his fame has like gotten to his head and everything, and how he's got this big bloated ego and that he's a jerk. And I'm here for it. I'm living, breathing, whatever for it. Ultimately, because I know the dude is famous and you can't cancel anyone. If James fucking Charles is proof of anything on the planet, it's that you can't be canceled if you refuse to be canceled. Jake Monroe is also a wonderful example of this. You can't be canceled if you don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If you just keep pushing forward, despite what kind of bullshit you drag yourself into by your own fucking actions. You did that. You did that. Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's the thing, like, with me, is, like, I don't like people where I live. Okay. We've talked about this before, but it's been a while. It's been over a year. Where I live, when people don't like me, the first thing that they attack about me is my looks. You know what I mean? The first thing that they attack about me is my looks and my beliefs. To the people where I live, before, like, when I was using Facebook and stuff and allowing them to, like, be nosy into my life, I was a pariah. Okay? Simply for how I look. Not for being a bad person. I'll give you a really good example. One time this girl posted a picture of her baby, like baby, and her legs were open and she was in the bath. And I said, hey, maybe you should take that down. You should take that down. Crop it. Crop it. Crop it. And she went on my profile and she started screenshotting my pictures and posting them, and people were like, oh my God, if she's worried about that type of stuff, she's just a fucking freak, blah, 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 blah. And then one time I had this guy, he was going the hell. Have you ever had somebody add you on social media And all they do is like subtweet you, which means they write a vague status about you. It's about you and it's at you without saying your name, because that was this guy. And he wrote this big thing about astrology and you all are dumb bitches and all this stuff like that. And I can't remember what I said back to him. So he just is like, you're a fucking freak. You think you're a witch. You think you're so this. You think you're so that. Like, people where I live can't think of anything else to say about me that makes me a bad person other than they don't like how I look. They don't like my beliefs. That's what it is. When you are a bad person and you are forced to deal with the consequences of your own fucking actions, I'm here for the tea on it. I'm here to listen to the people that you mistreated tell on your ass. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And ultimately, your ass is not going to face any consequences. You cannot cancel people. Shane Dawson, impossible to cancel. And so many people are like, oh, yes, he's still fucking here. What the hell do you mean? I'm here for it, though. I'm here for it. If you are a bad person and people speak up about it, I want to hear them. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to hear what they have to say. So I posted this question on my Instagram story asking people, like, if you've ever had a piercing around your mouth, how long did you wait to wear makeup? And I'm waiting for somebody to say, ask your piercer. Because Google's all different fucking answers. Google is every fucking answer, and I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I Googled shit before I got my piercing, and it was all wrong. But the guy who does my piercings told me to pretend as if there was a dime-size shield around my piercing, and to not put any makeup, lotion, sprays, anything around at least a dime-sized area around it. Now listen. I'm not saying that I want to do like what I do with my nose ring, where I put a bunch of makeup on and then I wipe it off my nose ring when I'm done. But I'm just wondering, when can I have a sense of normalcy? No, I haven't even had the thing for but a couple of days, but like, I'm scared. God, I always think of these questions and then I say them out loud and I'm like, you sound so stupid. Like, I sound so stupid right now because I sound like I'm asking, like, can I smash like foundation and concealer on my fucking piercing all willy-nilly? No, I'm just like, how long did you wait before you felt comfortable? Because I feel as if I will never feel comfortable, but I am fucking itching to wear makeup. I am itching to beat the piss out of my face. I want to so bad, but I don't want to piss anything off. And I know everybody's body is different. I honestly don't know what I'm asking. I don't know what I'm asking. I was just saying, like, what's your personal experience? Boy.